Hello everyone, this is HTJ Halloween, and today I am going to be unboxing and setting up the Forest Demon animatronic from Spirit Halloween. So a few things before we get started. As usual, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at HTJ_Halloween. I know I posted a picture a while ago when I ordered the Forest Demon, and I just posted a picture when I got him here. So you get pictures like that, you get sneak peeks, you get content, questions. I take polls on future content and ask you guys what you guys want to see. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram at HTJ_Halloween, or you can use the link in the description of this video. And another thing is, I will be providing you guys a promo code in the description down below. Go ahead and check that out. If you want to support the channel, then you can use that promo code, and if you're looking to buy something at Spirit Halloween, then go over, click that link, use that promo code. That would be great. But we're going to go ahead and get into unboxing this guy. So I haven't even touched the box yet. I haven't peeked in it at all. This is exactly what it would be like if you were to open it as soon as you bought it. Nothing has been tampered with or whatever. I haven't even tried to find the head. Here's the instructions. Just go through those. Looks like they got some nice color photos. And this is the story. I normally read it, but to save time, because my video's been super extra aggravatingly long, I'm just going to show you guys right here. Hopefully it's all in the shot. I'm not going to read it, but so let's go ahead and pop them out here. By the way, the box is super huge. It's much bigger than I remembered seeing it in stores. Well, I'm assuming this is just, actually, this might be the module. I've watched some other people, it just says Forest Demon on it, this little box. I've watched some other people's setup videos of him, and his module just, like, hangs on the side, which is kind of strange, kind of dumb, to be honest, but there's probably a reason for it. Adapter. Let's see, we got a lot of cardboard. They've really been packing them well, these newer ones. And a lot of you guys have been talking about how at one point I said that Forest Demon was one of the worst props at Spirit Halloween. At least on my Instagram, a lot of you guys said that. And I don't take back what I said. It's for $250 like it was at one point. It really isn't worth it. And it's still not, even at $200, I wouldn't say it's 100% worth it. I would even price it at like $150, maybe a little bit more. There's quite a bit of stuff in here, but I guess this is just the body is like inside a box. So we'll take a look at that. But the reason I want him is because I'm going to use him to tower over our candy bowl this year. I was getting kind of tired of the sitting scarecrow. You know, people were expecting like an actual person to jump out at you, so it was almost like disappointing when it was just an animatronic. I found that his audio wasn't loud enough. Totally recommend him though. He was good, but I've had him for 2 years now. 2017 was the second year I used him, and it's just getting a little bit old, so I want to change it up. And YouTube money is paying for it, so it's not a super huge deal. So yeah, they have it all packaged up here. Let's see. He has a super complex module. I guess I'll just pop this out, actually. This is... do this. Super strange, super weird. Nothing like that ever before. Because when he pops up, he kind of bends a little bit, so it has that like curve. I think Crazy Create makes it. Not 100% on that, but alright, so here's the body. Crazy Create is the same company that makes Menacing Molly, and they generally have a similar design to Techie Toys as far as I can tell. Let's see this guy here. He is massive. Huge hands. I really do like the design on the hands. I'll talk more about that in the review. But here is the head. It actually is really huge. I can kind of see why it costs so much money. It's huge, guys. There's the horns and everything. Looks pretty good. Mine looks like it turned out pretty good. Oh, don't want to drop it there. Set that down. And then the only other thing, he has like another cloak. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into putting him together and see what he does. So just a quick run through of the parts that you should get with him. You got the base with the main gears and functions and all the main parts on that. Then you got this little baggie that I'm pretty sure is to just like hold the module, which just kind of dangles on the side, but we'll figure that out later. You got your adapter, you got your extra piece of clothing that kind of hooks on, and then also you have some more clothing with the head and the hands. So first step is just to extend this thing all the way up into the top position. So what you're really just going to want to do is pull on these poles. You see here there's another pole that'll extend out until it snaps into place. I think it might snap back into here, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that and come back once it's done. So this is what it looks like when it's fully extended. I'm already a bit concerned that it's way too tall for my pretty low ceilings. So I am going to go ahead and move it over into the gym just because there's some extra space here that it can pop up into. I really am not trying to break it on the first day because it pops up and hits the ceiling. You guys got to think about that before you activate him for the first time. Real quick guys, I forgot to mention that also with the parts are the wings. They were just folded up here and I didn't notice them, but you will also get wings. So I have them moved over to the gym. Now the next thing you want to do is take these springs that should be dangling in the back right here and pull them all the way down to the hooks on this guy. So I'm going to see if I can do this with one hand. That's probably not safe. Let me try from this angle maybe. Okay, maybe I can get it in there. Alright, so that one's on. And now this one, this should stabilize him. Really not exactly 100% sure what it does, but get it on there. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so make sure you got the springs in all good. So guys, just a real quick note. I noticed that, and I just undid it, I noticed that this spring, it was actually out on top and it was kind of crushing this wire in right there. It looked like it could rip it when the prop activates. So make sure you notice that. The spring on the left side, I don't think there's anything wrong with this one, no. The spring on the left side, there's some wires there. I would feed it under because it gets really tight and it could damage this wire here and that would not be good. Alright, so the next step is to take this extra piece of clothing here that you get and use its little strings to attach it to these little hooks here on the module. I'm going to go ahead and do that and show you guys what it looks like afterward. Next thing is to hang the control box thing right here, and then you want to use these Velcro strips on it to tie it real nice and tight onto these poles right here. One more thing with the control box actually, I moved it over to the other side. You're going to want it on the left if you have it facing forward the way it will be when you have the body on top, because you want to attach wire C to wire C, so putting it over here and having it come across is a little bit risky. So now you're actually going to get Forest Demon's entire body attached to this right here. If you look underneath of him, you're going to see there's a little connection point right under here, right there. So you're going to want to go ahead and connect that here. And then there's also going to be a screw that you're going to have to screw in. I'm going to come back once that is done. So once you have the body attached and it's screwed in all nice, it should be coming together pretty well. Make sure you have that screw in there, because if you don't have it and you set him off and his body pops off, that would be a disaster. So once you have that done though, you want to come up under here again and make sure you get all of the wires. Try to get the clothes out of the way here so we can see. Get all of the wires attached. You want the one that's coming from the module connected to the one that's coming from the control box, that's C to C. Then you're also going to want B to B coming from the body, as well as the IR sensor plugs into the control box. So I'm going to get all of those attached, or we're going to move on. So guys, the next step was to unfold the wings and then go ahead and put them on this notch that was sticking out here and screw it in. I didn't do it on camera. I'm sorry I'm cutting a lot of stuff out because it's really, really difficult to do this all with one hand. These wings came all bunched up and you had to kind of shape them into this shape. They're still not even as good as I want them to be. I'll fix them up a little bit, but really difficult to get those wings out, so just a heads up. Alright guys, so at this point your setup is actually pretty much complete. Just go ahead and make any last second adjustments to the clothing. The arms are posable, you can move the wings around, a lot of adjustments you can make to make them look just how you want. And also, this bag that came with him is to fill up with rocks or sand to hold him down if necessary, so that's kind of nice that they thought about that and provided that. But at this point you can go ahead and plug him in and see what he does. So let's get his IR sensor is a little bit covered here. It's not the best. I would run him on step pad.
I came here for the souls of children, but I'll gladly take yours too.
Alright, and he goes down really, really slow. That will be something that I talk about in my review. It's not too big of a deal, but as you can see, his reset is like 90% of his animation. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think of the Forest Demon in the comment section below, and if this helped you set him up. If you're thinking about buying him, a link to buy him will be in the description down below. Also, go ahead and use that promo code that will also be in the description. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.